Alrighty, you guys. So, we got the Rita Repulsa picture for the new Power Rangers reboot. And it doesn't look anything like Rita Repulsa. You're touching my childhood! Is this a bad thing? Not really. I'm kind of having a battle right now. It's like the little boy in me who wants to see Power Rangers done justice, is looking at this, and it's like, oh yeah, this doesn't look anything like Rita Repulsa. This is not good. But then the part of me that likes, new things and new interpretations of stuff is like, no, this is kind of okay. So the first thing that confuses me about the Rita Repulsa picture is I don't understand where they're getting all this green from. I don't know if maybe they could be viewing it from the standpoint of like, okay, so maybe later down the road, well, more than likely down the road, probably not in this movie, they'll have the Green Ranger, and maybe her wearing green will have something to do with that. Maybe this is not her final costume. Maybe it's one of many costumes. I don't know. We haven't really seen anything else at this time. I think we're going to see more of the Power Rangers as time goes on. I mean, we only got the logo like last week, and then now we got the Rita Repulsa picture, which honestly, man, Elizabeth Banks, I mean, she looks good, okay? It's not Rita Repulsa, but I mean, I'm all up for like a new take on it, Like I really, when I heard Elizabeth Banks was going to be Rita Repulsa, and just the whole concept of Rita Repulsa, I was trying to think about, oh, how the fuck are they going to update that? And I could not even myself come up with a way to make that costume more modern, or if they're doing a dark and serious reboot. I don't know if that's the same thought process that went on with the movie, just kind of like, okay, we can't make this old costume work, so fuck it. I mean, there's plenty of other adaptations of comics where they've changed the suit. I mean, a good example is Daredevil. Daredevil completely did away with red tights. I mean, yeah, it's still a red costume, and yeah, there's still horns, but Kingpin wore a fucking black suit the entire show. A lot of people, myself included, was talking shit about Quicksilver in the X-Men movies because he looked stupid as fuck in pictures. And then what happened was his scene ended up being the greatest scene in the fucking movie. But there's not much to say. I mean, if you look at it, it's not Rita Repulsa. Like, your brain does not say Rita Repulsa. So I guess in that sense they kind of failed. But we don't even know what kind of reboot we don't know what kind of Power Ranger movie this is going to become. I honestly, looking at it, it just looks like a badass costume. Just doesn't look like Rita Repulsa. But I'm completely down for a new take on it. Like, it has me kind of excited to a degree, because this shows that the movie's not afraid to change things around. And that's the thing, is really think about Power Rangers for a second, Like, really, really think about it. And we're talking about Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, because that's what this movie seems to be based off of. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is about 5 teenagers who walk around all day wearing one color. Okay, Red Ranger wears red clothing, Blue Ranger blue clothing, Pink Ranger pink clothing. Okay, and they just so happen to then be chosen to defend the planet, and they wear a costume that matches their personal taste, apparently, and no one makes the connection that they're Power Rangers. They're always involved in after-school type fucking volunteer activities. There was like 2 bullies in the show that were constantly fucking around. There's 2 bullies that are assholes that try to pick on kids who know martial arts. Clearly, they weren't even good bullies. So I don't know, man. But I guess my whole thing is, how seriously do you take Power Rangers? And if you take it that seriously, how is any movie really gonna make you happy? Like, be honest with yourself. How is any movie that comes out now going to make you happy? The thing I think about with Ninja Turtles, people got mad when Ninja Turtles was like, oh, it's Megan Fox and there's so much joking around, and, it's like you wanted a more serious Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle story, I guess. Ninja Turtles where they eat pizza and try to fuck April O'Neil. You're touching my childhood! So I'm hoping that we get another picture soon of the actual Power Rangers, or at least one costume, because I think this movie has the potential to be really, really, really awesome. So I think we really gotta reserve judgment. I can completely understand, though, if you look at it and go, that's not Rita Repulsa. I'm agreeing with you. That's not Rita Repulsa's look. It's just the way that I'm trying to view the whole thing is very positive. Like, I don't want to be that guy. You know that guy. That guy who, that guy who hasn't seen the Power Rangers since he was 6 years old. And then when someone wants to bring Power Rangers back for a new audience to enjoy, he's like, don't touch my childhood! You're touching my childhood! Don't touch my childhood! Just calm down, dude. Like, no one's trying to touch your childhood. No one's trying to fuck your nostalgia. I'm excited. Like, just be happy that Power Rangers is gonna be like a big budget fucking movie. You remember the last Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie we got? With fucking Ivan Ooze? And that horrible, horrible CG? Maybe this could be good. So what if Rita Repulsa doesn't look like Rita Repulsa? Who cares?